Recently, we've seen a number of interesting product releases from Microsoft that relate to education. There have been a number of tech reviews and articles written about these products, but rather than talk about the specs and design, I wanted to take a step back and talk about what impact do touch and pens have for students in the K-12 classroom. I'm Dr. E.T. and welcome to the first episode of the EdTech Lounge. So I just wanted to be clear, this is not a paid review. I'm really just passionate about education and I wanted to share my thoughts. And second, I also want to be clear that I use a Microsoft Surface Book and I also think it's great for my needs. I also have a MacBook Pro that I use for audio work. You've probably already heard about the Microsoft Surface laptop. It's 13.5-inch screen, it's Alcantara keyboard, it's cute colors, it's lack of USB-C, and Windows 10s. And I'm hoping that the Alcantara will help to keep the screen clean, and I'm a huge fan of magnesium alloy in the outer shell, because digital SLR cameras have used magnesium alloys for some time, and they're very robust against the wear and tear of a classroom environment. So for comparison, I have a MacBook Pro that has a big bend in the aluminum alloy from carrying it in my backpack, and I haven't had the same issue with my Surface Book. One thing that isn't typically talked about is the multi-touch screen. Microsoft has really focused on making an Ultrabook competitor with touch, but this introduces challenges for using it as a multi-touch screen because there isn't firm support for the pressure from your fingers. So just like my Surface Book, the screen bounces a little bit every time you touch it. So it's possible to lean it up against something solid or buy a picture frame stand if you'd like to make it a little bit more solid, but you often don't have these options available to you. Just like how Apple positions themselves as a tool for creatives, I believe that multi-touch is really well positioned as the tool for people who want to become creatives. Video editing is always going to be better with professional tools like Premiere, but students can be exposed to the world of video quicker on their phones. So music production will be better with Pro Tools, but you'll be able to try something quicker with a multi-touch surface. And that's why I argue that multi-touch is important for education, especially the younger grades, just like how a loving parent exposes their children to dance, to music, to sports. Multi-touch enables teachers to expose students to many different forms of expression quickly. It won't be as good as the tools professionals use, but it might be enough to tell if this mode of expression is right for you or not. The addition of the Surface Pen is an extra cost, but at the very least it's possible with the Surface laptop. The Surface Pen has really opened up creative possibilities, especially with Windows inking and video capture. I posted a few videos just using these tools and I find annotation really helpful when explaining things with pictures from the web. I think the key here is with Windows Ink you have the ability to support Remix. You just click on the top button, you capture a region of the screen, and then you can save a bunch of images into a folder. And once you've done that, you can pretty easily create a video where you can draw on top of the images and pan over them. I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, please hit that like button. And if you're interested in education and technology, please subscribe. Have a great day.